We are now, let's say, in Munich, city where we started the business in Germany 2 years ago under the name of Knuspr, what is the daughter company of Rohlik Group. We are the food e-commerce business, delivering the customers the purchases home in a very fast way within 1 to 3 hours. The full assortment of ambient and chilled products, as well as the frozen stuff, delivering the fresh bakery and caring of the customers in direct customer care. AutoStore we selected for, two main reasons. First, it gave us the stability by delivering in a few hours the purchases to the customers. And second, that we can scale it up both in the volume we do in a city as well as the assortment range we extend by being in a city. In fact, the influence on our operation is in productivity improvement, where we, let's say, compared to the manual approach as we started originally, we improve the productivity by 3 times, what give us the opportunity to move our people to the other activities in the fulfillment center and then improve the quality as such.
Actually, this site is an e-grocery site, and Knuspr has a customer promise of 3 hours between order and delivery. Therefore, it is a dynamic system for sure, with a very high density of robots on the grid. Therefore, AutoStore has developed the router software some years ago, and this works perfectly in this application together with the robots.
We looked at the processes where most of the intensity, means work hours, are allocated, like storaging, replenishment, picking. And this is exactly where we put a focus on by selecting the right technology. We look at variety of, in fact, all technologies which are available on the market and which might be suitable for our fast business. And we finally selected the AutoStore in comparing to the shuttle system that definitely would satisfy the process requirements as well, but would be giving, let's say, probably less flexibility and scalability as we intended to find out of the technology. Selecting the AutoStore, we looked at the model, it works, and it's clear that we had to look at the partner that would be mostly suitable for our business. And here we clearly look at the references, installations in a similar speed of the company, and also from the nature of the startup, where startups always look for the flexibility, and here we definitely find the answer for all those questions.
Aleš and his team wanted to use AutoStore in the best way possible. So they learned, starting with our first layout, step by step, for sure, more and more about the functionality of the AutoStore technology, and vice versa. We from Element Logic more and more understood the vision of the processes Knuspr had in mind. And so step by step we came closer to the solution that we see here, and that was very satisfying for both of us. Also during the installation phase, it was quite exciting because we needed to install the system during the normal operation of the warehouse here. But there it was definitely an advantage that we knew each other so well in the meantime, and it worked out very well, as you see here.
Here in Munich, we did the project in 8 months, where the installation took 3 months. We did the project in 2 steps, always freeing up the space, doing the one part and then freeing up the space, and then, let's say, making the other part up to the full ramp up and speed.
One of the reasons the customer decided to go for an AutoStore solution of Element Logic was definitely the very high storage density that AutoStore offers. And this is by far higher than any other technology that you can find on the market. Another plus was definitely also the high reliability, because each robot on the grid can replace any other robot. So this enables Knuspr to fulfill the customer promise of only 3 hours between order and delivery. The system is always up and running. Another big reason was definitely also that there was no need for long aisles like mini-load and shuttle systems are asking for. AutoStore can flexibly be shaped according to the building, and here it was definitely an existing building. And we could also perfectly integrate Knuspr's processes into the AutoStore solution. I think these have been the main reasons to go for AutoStore here.
Where the automation helps a lot is to simply move less, carry less, and then, of course, it tires less our employees and workers, so they can also both cover on the quality and at the same time they can enjoy more working with us in the warehouse.
Training of a new person of AutoStore, it's quite intuitive. It's taking around 1 full hour with intensive training with a trainer, and around 1 full day to the person to be able to work individually. We have multinational pickers, and all of them can learn this quite fast.
We work as, in fact, the whole branch, so same way. We receive the goods, then we put it to the storage, and then we pick from, and then we consolidate the purchases for customers. In particular, it means that with the support of the AutoStore, we simplify all those steps like in a production. So after receiving, we use the AutoStore port to put the goods into the plastic totes. Then, of course, let's say picking is the main focus. So with the support of the AutoStore, the goods comes to the man instead of walking to the goods. And then having the all articles in the AutoStore grid, we do not need to handle them as normally you do in the warehouse, especially when you do the replenishment or when you do the stock corrections, or let's say you change the positions for the different section allocation. In this case, all stays in the AutoStore. We do not handle, and this is the big advantage for us to keep products available and then always correctly pick on time as the customers order the goods. The competitive advantage is definitely there, especially when you compare the manual operation with the automated. It comes, of course, from the productivity, but productivity is very much seen as efficiency, so supporting the unit economy. Where it adds the competitive advantage is exactly the speed. We can, let's say, deliver faster, and we can also deliver, in fact, as the customers requires over the day, not limiting, for example, afternoon orders when all customers wish to order and get delivered. Of course, that stuff we can do pre-picking and then, let's say, prepare the purchases in advance, still fulfill the peak at the afternoon with the help of technology.
Average order in this warehouse is up to 3,000 orders per day. But to expect the second warehouse in the middle of this year, we're expecting double our orders.
Rohlik is still using the same warehouse management system here in Munich as before, meaning they just added a module. What do I mean saying that? Because the AutoStore system typically has some additional needs than the manual area for sure. And therefore, we from Element Logic, we have since many years, our e-manager is a standardized software who takes care for the AutoStore system. And this software can just be connected to any existing WMS system on the market, and that is what we did here at Rohlik.
Looking at the costs which such a project has associated with the installation of the technology and the efficiency that it brings, we count something with 3 to 4 years as a return on the investment. And looking, let's say, the last 6 months development track with the full ramp up, we are good on a track, especially with the productivity on a picking where we are close to 300, let's say, order lines per hour. That is, in fact, the driver and enabler of the overall efficiency improvement in the FC. Standing now in Munich, we see that the AutoStore has been up and running in the ambient area, our plans are further to extend the AutoStore technology also for the chilled sector, where most of the articles are suitable for handling in the AutoStore as well, including the temperature degree is essentially required for storaging and picking those articles. So yes, we plan to extend this year in May the AutoStore for a chill operation in Munich as well.
Especially in the current economic situation, pay-per-pick is relevant for our customers. No doubt about that, because the interest rates went up. Also, the perspective of the business become more and more difficult, and pay-per-pick is exactly what it says. You pay per pick and you don't invest at the beginning, and that's definitely a big advantage for all of our customers. The pay-per-pick model, I would call it an innovation. Besides all the other technological innovations that came up from AutoStore the last year, this is a financial innovation, and it helps us as Element Logic a lot, because it helps to differentiate AutoStore and Element Logic from other automatic storage solutions, for sure. And it helps also big and small customers to make this definitely big step to invest into an automated solution. Some of our customers do it the first time, and the pay-per-pick model helps them to better manage, actually, especially at the beginning, when usually you have to make a big investment. This is not necessary anymore with the pay-per-pick model.